Hello there, and I'm feeling a little bit emotional today because we've reached the end of our little series of beginners lessons. Congratulations to you if you've come this far and have completed the entire course. You've achieved an awful lot, so I think I'll allow you a small moment of smug self-satisfaction. I think today would be a good opportunity just to take a look back over the course and of all of the things that you should know at this stage, and just make sure that you do really know this stuff, and if you don't, maybe fill in some of the gaps in your knowledge. So I've got a list here of all of the things we've covered, which I just want to go through. We've learned an awful lot of chords. We've had our major chords, we've had E, A, D, G, C and F. Then we've had our minor chords, so E minor, A minor, D minor. I think we touched on a bit of B minor as well. There were our seventh chords, E7, A7, D7, G7, C7 and B7. I think we even had a little bit of C major 7 as well. That's the C without the first finger. So a lot of chords there, all of which you should know, and not only should they sound good and you'd be able to play them properly, but you should also try and have them memorized as well, so that you're able to use them when you come across them in new songs. So that's the chords. As well as the chords, we had various different right hand strumming patterns. I don't know if I'll be able to remember them all off the top of my head right now, but we had our 4 downward strums per bar, very simple. Then we had the down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. We had down, down, up, up, down, and then we had our various swing type strumming patterns as well that we used in the blues, that down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I'll try and put a list of all these strumming patterns up on the website so you can just go over all of the ones we looked at, but I think that was most of them. So make sure obviously you can play those, and make sure you can play them well with a good feel and good timing. We looked at the blues, the 12-bar blues, so you should be able to play at least one 12-bar blues. I think we looked at a 12-bar blues in the key of A. You might possibly have learned a couple of extra blues in the key of E and also in the key of G. And finally we looked at quite a few songs, so I hope you're able to play a handful of songs from start to finish. That's what you should aim to be able to do. And as I say, if there are any gaps in that knowledge, if there are a few things that you're not quite sure of, maybe just go back over the earlier lessons and fill in those gaps. So often the way learning works is that there'll be something, an idea or a concept or something you can't quite get to grips with the first time round, but then you go back to it a few days or weeks later and you pick it up easily, and everything falls into place. I just want to finish then by talking about where you can go now, what comes next after you've completed this course. Obviously I've only scratched the surface of things you can do on a guitar in these few lessons, and there are many options as to where you can go now. First thing I would say is don't feel that you have to rush on to cover new material and concepts straight away. You can get an awful lot out of just the material we've looked at in this course, and in fact many players base their entire career on this kind of material and will just be using the same chords that you know for their entire guitar playing career. And I think it would be very worthwhile just spending some time digesting and getting really comfortable with the stuff in this course, possibly learning some more songs. I think that's the best thing you can do, is to learn a whole lot of songs using chords that you already know. So maybe get hold of a songbook, or maybe you've got a favourite band or some favourite songs, maybe try and learn those. You'd be amazed the number of different songs that you will be able to play at this stage. So just do a little hunt on the internet. I'm sure you'll be able to find lots of lessons and tabs and various other materials. Not all of it particularly accurate, it has to be said, but that should at least give you a starting point. As far as new concepts and ideas to get into at this stage, you might want to be thinking about things like bar chords. That will be the next step as far as chord knowledge goes. So playing chords a bit higher up the neck which don't involve open strings. You might want to get more into the single note playing side of things. That's something we've just touched on. So maybe you want to start guitar soloing and doing a bit of improvising. That's certainly something you could start exploring. And if you're an acoustic player, you might want to look at some more specialist acoustic type techniques, maybe some fingerstyle playing. That idea of exploring the particular styles that you're interested in, that's something you could start doing at this stage. So if you're a rock kind of a guy, you might want to start learning power chords and sort of riffs and things like that. If you're into blues stuff, then you definitely want to start learning the minor pentatonic scales a bit higher up the neck and start doing some soloing. Well, that's about it. It just remains for me to say thanks very much for watching these videos and for sticking with the course. It'd be great to hear from you if you've got any questions or comments or any feedback. Only positive and ego boosting stuff, obviously. Take care of yourselves. I need to go and feed the cat, and I'll see you for some more lessons very soon. Bye bye.